Football is a very much unpredictable sport. You can't predict the outcome of any game, but when it turns out in your favor, it feels great. That's why we've compiled some of the top comebacks in football history. These are the most memorable comeback victories that left the spectators on their feet. So, let's begin. 1. Germany 4-4 Sweden, 2012 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. Germany was the overwhelming favorite into the qualifiers and also the absolute favorite to win the World Cup, and something that they did. Pretty cool, right? So, let's talk about one of the all-time great football games and one of the craziest comebacks in football history. For the very first time in their history, the German superpower blew a 4-goal lead. With only 28 minutes left in the World Cup qualifier, the Germans were up 4-0 and seemed to have the game in the bag. Once Mesut Ozil made it 4-0 early in the second half, it looked like Germany would win the 14th straight qualifying game. But they weren't prepared for the Swedes to make such a big comeback. Oh well. Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Mikael Lustig managed to score in the 62nd and the 64th minute of the game. The Germans began to doubt themselves, and the comeback was already on. When Sweden's Johan Elmander scored with 14 minutes left, the environment was set for the most remarkable comeback in football history. Ramses Elm scored a fantastic goal in the 93rd minute of the game to tie the score at 4-4 between Germany and Sweden. Ramses Elm's goal in stoppage time gave Sweden a valuable tie and quieted the Olympia Stadium after one of the biggest comebacks in football history. They had no idea what happened. Miroslav Klose scored 2 goals in the first 15 minutes of the game, which gave them the upper hand. They won't realize the Swedes would have enough faith to make that kind of comeback. Joachim Low, the German manager, couldn't believe it when the game was over, but the Swedes were on cloud 9. This game has to be on the list of the top 3 comebacks in football. Now, what do we have next? But before that, please make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notifications so that you won't miss any of our new and exciting videos. 2. Reading 5-7 Arsenal, Capital One Cup 2012. This game may not look like a big deal, even though it wasn't a cup final, but trust me, it was crazy. Nerve-wracking stuff. Reading was the underdog coming into the Capital One Cup, and no one thought that they would put on an impressive performance. Reading did a superb job for 44.5 minutes, beating Arsenal and going up 4-0 in this League Cup match in 2012. Going up 4-0 in the first half of the game against a powerful Arsenal team was incredible and crazy, right? The home team huddled together in excitement and couldn't help but chuckle. Arsenal was somewhat guilty of miscalculating weaker opponents like Reading or expecting to breeze through games without being challenged. However, it was never meant to be this simple. Rob Hawthorne, a commentator for Sky Sports, was shocked to hear that Reading was running wild. Arsenal is being annihilated, and to be frank, they are being killed off. They look terrible because of Reading. The 4th goal woke Arsenal up, and it was the turning point when Theo Walcott scored right before halftime. Olivier Giroud made it 4-2 in the 88th minute, but Reading retained control of the game with 2 minutes left. Arsenal managed to score in the 89th minute, and a goal in the 5th minute of additional time sent the game into overtime. The score looked like it was a joke, 4-4. Arsenal eventually took the lead for the first time in extra time, scoring 5-4. However, Reading tied it up minutes later, scoring 5-5. Wait, what's going on over here? This game was starting to get ridiculous, and the fans felt like they were on a thrill ride. Reading gave away 2 unneeded goals during the last very moments of extra time, which Arsenal took advantage of to make the final score, Reading 5-7 Arsenal. Absolutely awesome, thrilling stuff. What a wild ride, and even the neutral fans got something out of it. 12-goal thrillers aren't as typical as we'd like them to be, and we likely won't see such a game similar to this one ever again. The least we can do is keep it around in all its confusing and humorous glory. When Reading manager Brian McDermott was questioned if he would watch the DVD of this fantastic game, he said, "No, I'll probably throw it in the bin." 3. Liverpool 4-0 Barcelona. Liverpool's comeback in football are genuinely out of this world. You know what? Liverpool is the master of making a comeback. Yes, they actually are, and now Liverpool has made another comeback. Now, it's currently the most popular one, absolutely one of the best comebacks in the history of the UEFA Champions League. On May 7th, 2019, Jurgen Klopp, the manager of Liverpool, believed in the possibility what many people haven't even imagined. The Reds came back from being down 3-0 in the first leg against the great Barcelona to make it in the Champions League final for the second year in a row. This football comeback is crazy in so many ways. First, in the first leg, Barcelona beat Liverpool 3-0. To get to the final, Liverpool had to score 4 goals. Mo Salah and Bobby Firmino, 2 of Liverpool's best players, were out hurt, so the team had to play without them. Taking all of this into account, most folks eventually gave up on Liverpool, and Barcelona fans were already partying as if they had actually made it to the final. Jurgen Klopp told his team, "It seems impossible, but it's not impossible. Let's give it our best, and if we are to fail, let's fail in a very beautiful manner." What a fantastic idea! When you have him as a manager, you'll be willing to do anything at all for him. The game started, and it took Divock Origi's first goal 7 minutes to turn that spark of hope into a fire of belief. During the first half, the score stayed at 1-0. Barcelona had made many possibilities to score, but they couldn't do it. That's sad. Andy Robertson was taken off for Wijnaldum at the beginning of the second half, and Wijnaldum went on to win the Champions League for Liverpool. Jorginho Wijnaldum's 2 goals in the second half set fire to the embers at Anfield, which was already tense. 3-0 on the night, and the overall score was tied. At Anfield, it only took 56 minutes to make up for the 3 goals that were scored at Camp Nou. Really amazing. It was the moment when Liverpool had the upper hand on Barcelona on the field. Trent Alexander-Arnold's quick thinking and awesomeness from the corner empowered Origi to score and make it 4-0. Anfield was rocking, Barcelona was shaking, and Liverpool was in complete control. Trent Alexander-Arnold is just 20 years old, but he is so smart. This has to be the most daring and the best goal ever scored in the Champions League. The legendary Liverpool team and the idea that immortals can't be killed made the impossible possible. When I looked at one of the scoreboards, I saw the crazy truth. Liverpool was winning 4-0 over Barcelona. It was the best comeback in Champions League history, and the best comeback the wonderful Anfield Stadium has ever witnessed. Record was set, and people will talk about it for a long time. So that's it for today's video. Which comeback do you believe is the greatest in football history? Let me know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.